Do you want to turn your keyboard from looking like this to this? I have the best budget keycaps from Amazon coming up right now. I do have another video with a few more expensive keycaps, so you can check that video out as well after watching this video if you choose to, or not. I'm not forcing you to, I promise. However, everyone's idea of budget is different, so you might think these are still too expensive, and if you do, let me know and I might make a video with even cheaper keycaps. I'm going to be putting the keycaps in this video on the RK61, RK84, and Pro 2, Razer Huntsman Mini, Drop Control, Red Dragon K530, GK61, and Keymove Snow Fox 61. Also, all of these keycaps will work with any MX style switch, meaning Cherry, Gateron, Kale, anything that really has the general shape of a MX switch. Pretty much any normal switch, so unless you're using like a Roamer G switch, it should work. Before you buy these sets or any keycap sets, if you have any unusual keycap sizes, the most common being a smaller right shift key or a different spacebar, make sure the keycap set does come with them. Before I get to the keycaps in this video, in the last video people kept asking me what keycaps these ones were, even though I clearly said they are the default keycaps on the Drop Alt. Here's it compared to the default keycaps on the Drop Alt. And you clearly didn't watch the video if you commented that, but since so many people asked, I thought I would just tell you again that they are the default Drop Alt keycaps. So there's nothing really special about them, but some people did like the colorway. The first set is the Hightime Japanese minimalistic style white keycaps for just under $25 US. It comes with 80 keys, so it's basically just for 60% and 65% keyboards, and has a few extra keys to fit keyboards that don't have the normal layout. I don't know why I like the Japanese keycaps so much, I just think the characters look really cool. They are cherry profile keycaps, which most people find are the best to type on, and they're basically the same as OEM profile, which most keyboards come with, but they are slightly shorter. There are so many different profiles for keycaps that I don't really know all of them. I usually end up having to Google the profiles so I don't sound stupid. But I will put some graphics on the screen so you can understand what each row is shaped like. Overall though, I do agree that this profile is really nice to type on. These keycaps are PBT plastic, which is good and what you usually look at to see if the keycaps are quality. Based on this guy on Amazon, which is totally trustworthy, the keycaps are 1.4 millimeters thick, which also determines whether a keycap is quality or not, as a thin keycap is usually not very high quality like the ones on most keyboards by default. These ones here seem to be a good thickness. Just looking at this keycap set, I really like the minimalistic vibe to the keycaps, and it looks really nice on this white case of the Red Dragon K530, but they do have it on a black case in the Amazon pictures, and it looks decent on it too. You can see here how they compare to the default keycaps on the Red Dragon K530. Next is the Iooi black and red keycaps for a little under $20 US. These are PBT plastic and have an OEM profile, which is pretty much the default from what I could find with my insane Google searching skills. This set only comes with just enough keys to fit a 60% keyboard with a normal layout, like on this GK61. You can also get it in quite a few other color combinations depending on what colors you like. Unlike the last set, this one is backlit, meaning that you can see the RGBs through the keycaps if that's something that you want. The only problem with backlit keycaps is that they are usually worse quality and are a lot thinner than other keycaps to allow for the RGB to shine through. They have a grainy finish to them to keep fingerprints away, which some greasy people might like, but I'm not the biggest fan. Look-wise, they are nice and have good color options, and for all the RGB fiends, they are backlit. Here they are compared to the default keycaps on the GK61. Then we have the Yukio E Coral Sea keycaps for $28 US. They are PBT like all the keycaps in this video, and XDA profile, which has a round shape and allows for more surface area to put your slimy fingers on compared to the other profiles. But all the rows are the same height and aren't sculpted, which takes some time to get used to, as for most the other profiles they get taller as you go towards the number row. It comes with 108 keys, which can be used for a full-size keyboard, and it does come with a smaller shift key if your keyboard has that, which a lot of keyboards seem to. I feel like I'm going to be saying this a lot in this video, but they are pretty thick as well, which adds to the feeling of them being high quality, and they have a nice design if you are Aquaman or if you're just going for a blue/water theme for your setup. This is them compared to the default keycaps on the Pro 2. Following that is the popular HyperX Pudding keycaps for $25 US. They are PBT, double shot, and have this translucent layer on the side, which are supposed to make the RGB shine through the sides, which they kind of do. I think I just had too high of hopes. I thought that I would plug in the keyboard and be like flashbanged by RGB lights, and I just wasn't. Although they are brighter than the default keycaps on the Huntsman Mini, especially when you look from the top down, but the RGBs don't shine through the sides like they do on the box, which is kind of disappointing as I wanted the keycaps to make me feel like I was in a strip club. For the quality of the keycaps, they are surprisingly thick for backlit keycaps, and if you are looking to get slightly better RGB out of your keyboard for 25 bucks, I think they are worth it. Moving along, next we have the Matcha keycaps for $32 US, which can be used for a full-size keyboard as it comes with 104 keycaps. They are PBT and are ZDA profile, which I haven't heard of before, but based on the Amazon title, they are similar to XDA and seem to be slightly taller. They also come in quite a few other colorways, though I do think the Matcha Japanese base kit is the best looking, which is the reason I got it instead of the others. They are probably the thickest keycaps in this video, just using the good old fashioned eye test, although I don't have a tool to measure them and I'm also too lazy to do so. It comes with a few novelty keycaps and has quite a few extra keys if you have a weird design for your keyboard. I really like the look of these keycaps and they are one of my favorite looking keycap sets I own, especially with this nice green color. Here they are compared to the default keycaps on the RK84. Now we are slowly moving up in price with the Highkit Shako keycaps that come in at $40 US. They are PBT and come with 129 keycaps, so it will work with up to a full-size keyboard, plus it has some extra novelty keys and different size shift keys. They are made of a nice thick plastic and come in either this blue colorway that they call Shako, or this yellow, gray, and white colorway that they call Heavy Industry, which also looks good. They are also cherry profile, so they are easy to get used to and feel great to type on. Here they are compared to the default keycaps on the RK61. Next are the Gligging Olivia for $47 US. I feel like gligging should be a swear word, but apparently it isn't, it's just a brand name. It comes with 166 keycaps, which is quite a lot, and it says that it is suitable for 95% of keyboards. As it comes with a few spacebars, some multimedia keys, and just a bunch of different sized keycaps. Additionally, it comes in plenty of colorways, including the ones I got, called Olivia, which is white, black, and this pinkish color. If I didn't already have a lot of blue keycaps, I think the Jade colorway is really nice looking and probably would have got that instead. It will look good with the black case because of the black outer keys, but I have it on my Keymoove Snow Fox 61, which has a white case and it looks great as well. It too is a cherry profile set just like the last one, and also like the last set, it uses very thick and quality plastic. Here it is compared to the default keycaps on the Keymoove Snow Fox 61. Then we have the Apple Maker Akko Macaw set for $60 US. They are also cherry profile, PBT, and come with 157 keycaps. It comes with enough keycaps for a full-size keyboard, a few novelty keys, extra sizes for your Shift, Alt keys, and more, and if you want to switch up your colorway a little bit, it comes with some yellow keycaps. Speaking of colorways, it comes in a load of different colorways, and this may be my favorite keycap set I have ever tried. I know it costs quite a bit more than the rest, and I wouldn't really consider this a budget keycap set, but if you wanted to spend a little bit more, I thought I would put this in the video as they are super high quality and worth it in my opinion, and I know you wouldn't be disappointed if you tried them. Here they are compared to not the default, but just some plain white keycaps I had on the drop control. To me, my favorite sets out of the 8 in this video are the Akko Macaw, which you just saw, and the Matcha keycaps, which makes sense because they do cost more, but some of the others I really liked were the Hightime Japanese set, which have a nice minimalistic vibe for only $25, and of course the more expensive Gligging Olivia set, which costs quite a bit more. Both the Shako set and the Coral Sea set are really great quality, they just aren't my favorite look-wise, and the HyperX Pudding and the red and black keycaps are probably my least favorite, though all of them are great.